Alex Eala, she beat Swiatek on the way to get there. I mean, incredible performance, and she's just got this huge following in the Philippines.
Rumors suggest that Swiatek is insisting on having Alex Eala as her Wimbledon practice partner.
She is such a good friend of mine.
And the tennis community can't seem to stop discussing it. The storyline dominating headlines and conversations across tennis media right now is simple and unmistakable. The tennis world may be underestimating Alex Eala again. At just 20 years old and ranked number 37 in the world, the Filipina star is reportedly becoming one of the key players helping the defending Wimbledon champion prepare for her title defense. The report emerged less than 72 hours after Iga Swiatek's shocking Roland Garros exit on her own birthday, and it is forcing many analysts to reconsider everything they thought they knew about Alex Eala's trajectory. If Iga Swiatek and Alex Eala meet at Wimbledon 2026, who wins? That question is no longer hypothetical fantasy. It's becoming one of the most fascinating storylines in women's tennis. To understand why, you only need two facts. In June 2023, at the Rafa Nadal Academy in Mallorca, Iga Swiatek delivered the graduation speech for a 17-year-old Filipina prospect named Alex Eala. Less than 2 years later, at the Miami Open, that same teenager stunned Swiatek 6-2, 7-5 in one of the biggest victories of her young career. Think about that for a moment. Mentor and student. Champion and challenger. Graduation speaker and giant killer. That history explains why what is happening now carries so much significance. For the past month, much of the tennis media has focused on a different narrative. The storyline being pushed is that Alex Eala has plateaued. Former British star Greg Rusedski pointed to inconsistencies in her serve and highlighted a difficult clay court stretch that included losses to Jelena Ostapenko, Leylah Fernandez, Elena Rybakina, and a first-round Roland Garros defeat. The conclusion seemed simple. Alex Eala flashed brilliance, broke through in Miami, and then stalled. But the reality unfolding behind the scenes tells a very different story. After Miami, Iga Swiatek's camp underwent a major change when she brought in Francisco Roig, the respected Spanish coach, who spent years working alongside Rafael Nadal. That move connected Swiatek even more closely with the Rafa Nadal Academy network in Spain, the same environment where Alex Eala trains. A reunion suddenly became inevitable. And on April 4, 2026, it happened. The Rafa Nadal Academy posted a photo of Swiatek and Eala together with a simple caption, "Reunited." The image quickly spread across social media. This wasn't a random snapshot. The Academy itself chose to highlight the moment, placing both players front and center. Just weeks later, the relationship moved beyond photographs. At the Porsche Tennis Grand Prix in Stuttgart, Swiatek and Eala practiced together on center court in full view of fans and cameras. The sessions were streamed publicly and generated thousands of views online. That's an important detail. These weren't secret training sessions hidden away on remote practice courts. The defending Wimbledon champion was openly choosing Alex Eala as a preparation partner in front of the tennis world. Then came Madrid. Then more sessions connected to the Nadal Academy network. The pattern kept repeating. One practice session can be coincidence. 3 different training periods across multiple tournaments become something else entirely. They become a statement. The strongest evidence arrived after Roland Garros. On May 31, Swiatek suffered a disappointing loss in Paris on the very court where she built her reputation as one of the greatest clay court players of her generation. Suddenly, attention shifted toward grass court preparation. And among the players in her recent practice rotation, only one had defeated her on a major stage in the last 2 years. Alex Eala. That fact matters. It matters because Greg Rusedski himself acknowledged the value of those sessions. Speaking on his podcast, he said there was no question that training with players at the very highest level benefits Eala's development. He added that when you have Rafael Nadal's guidance and support, it simply doesn't get any better. Read that carefully. The same analyst questioning whether Eala has stalled also recognizes that she is surrounded by some of the most respected minds in tennis. That contradiction tells its own story. The Rafa Nadal Academy did not invest in Alex Eala by accident. Iga Swiatek did not repeatedly choose her as a practice partner by accident. None of this is happening by accident. As Wimbledon approaches, Eala's schedule becomes even more intriguing. A strong grass-court swing, valuable match experience, and growing confidence have positioned her as one of the most closely watched young players entering the tournament. The rankings still say number 37, but rankings don't always tell the full story. Sometimes the biggest clues come from the choices made by champions behind closed doors. 3 years ago, Swiatek stood at a podium celebrating a young graduate. Today, that graduate has already beaten her, trained alongside her, and emerged as one of the most discussed rising stars in women's tennis. The press may still debate whether Alex Eala has plateaued. But the actions of the people at the very top of the sport suggest a different verdict. Wimbledon is almost here. Both players are expected to be in the draw. And if they eventually find themselves standing across the net from one another on center court, the tennis world will finally get another chance to see whether the student has truly become the challenger. So now it's your turn. If Iga Swiatek and Alex Eala meet at Wimbledon 2026, who wins? Drop your prediction in the comments. Use the head-to-head history. Use current form. Use the grass-court matchup. Make your case now, because every match, every practice session, and every new development on the road to Wimbledon could change the conversation. And if you love tennis stories like this, subscribe and join the discussion. The next 30 days could define the next chapter of Alex Eala's career.